Hey, what up, YouTube? What up, Fight World? It's your boy D Dynamite signing in, and I'm coming at you with some boxing. So, man, before I get started, man, I just want to shout out to my website. Go to boxordie.com. That's box die.com for all the latest and greatest fight news. All right, and before I get into the game, man, I want to shout out to some Twitter followers, man. All right, shout out to these boys for following me on Twitter. Shout out to Tommy Allen. Follow your boy on Twitter. Shout out to Larry following me on Twitter, man. Shout out to Devor Zalichin. Shout out to you following your boy on Twitter, man. Shout out to y'all boys following me on Twitter. I also want to shout out to some subscribers. Shout out to Timothy Sanders. Shout out to Howberry Pie. Shout out to Vontai Williams. Shout out to y'all, man. So now that we done got that out the way, let's go ahead and talk business, right? So, apparently, Erislandy Lara, all right, took to social media the other day, man, and he made some comments pretty much calling out Keith one-time Thurman. I mean, well, damn, yo, it seems like it's call-out season. You know, we just had Broner calling out Khan responded, and now we got Lara calling out one time. So it seems to be call-out season. Now, you know, I ain't got no problem with call-outs. I like to call out just as much as the next boxing fan. It makes the sport very entertaining, but, you know, we got to start making these call-outs fights come to fruition. You know what I mean? I don't want to just see call-outs. I want to see call-outs and then fights being made, you know? I don't want it to get to the point where people calling out, and none of these fights is getting made. So, you know, I like the call-outs, but don't just fucking call out random people like Chocolatito should not be calling out Vitaly Klitschko or some shit, or Vladimir Klitschko. It should, you know, call out people that you could actually see yourself fighting, you know what I mean? And stop just trying to put your name out there in social media. Because honestly, I think this fight, although it may be somewhat possible, I don't think that it's gonna happen at this moment. All right? Let's just look at the details here. All right, you got one time, man. One time, just, you know, they just named him WBA regular champion. Okay, so he's officially now he's the WBA 147-pound champion of the world. Lara fights at 154. So, Lara, are you saying you want Thurman to move up to 154 to fight you, or are you saying that you're gonna move down to 147 to fight Thurman? Which one is it? Either way, we as fans would be somewhat getting robbed because you're not fighting at your best weight division and Thurman's not fighting at his best weight division. So I think in a way this was somewhat of a unrealistic call out. You know what I mean? I mean, you know, it would be an interesting fight whenever it does happen, which I think it definitely does have the possibility of happening. But for right now, there's no reason for it to happen. Thurman has no reason to go up to 154. He's pretty much, other than Mayweather, the man at 147. Lara doesn't even have a belt at 154. And another thing about Lara, okay? Didn't Adrien just call you out? You haven't even responded to Adrien. So how are we supposed to take anything you say seriously at this point when you haven't even commented about Adrien calling you out? You haven't even said anything about that. So I'm supposed to take you calling somebody else out seriously? No. Respond to Adrien first. Then if you want to call someone else out, okay, fine. But honestly, you should be fighting Adrien. Okay, Adrien is a champion in your own division. All right, I don't understand the nature of these fighters these days, man. I don't get it. I thought the goal was to get a belt. That's what I thought. But it seems like the champions are being avoided. Why? He has something that you're supposed to want as a fighter. He has a belt. Go after the belt. And if you don't want Adrien, go after Bundridge. Okay, it doesn't make sense for you to try to call out fighters that are a weight division below you, force them to move up to fight them. I mean, no. I mean, don't get me wrong. I could understand why he would want to fight Thurman, okay? Thurman just had an epic fight on NBC. He fought in front of 3.2 million viewers, okay? His name's out there. He has a lot of buzz surrounding him right about now. I understand. Then to top things off, you probably saw something in his defense or something even in his offense that you can exploit or you can take advantage of, which would make it somewhat of an easy night for you. So, I mean, you're looking at Thurman like, okay, I can do this. I like this fight for myself. But that's not how it works, man. That's not how it works. Okay? Thurman has no reason to fight you right now. And honestly, there's no reason for you to be fighting Thurman right now when you got Adrien calling you out like that. All right? You got Adrien in your division at 154 calling you out, the champion calling you out. You got Bundridge over there at 154 holding the belt. You're at 154. You don't have a belt. What's the reason why you... And there's no reason for you to be calling out Thurman. Handle your business at 154. Let 147 do 147. You do your business at 154, man. Keep it tight. I like Lara. But this isn't the way you do things, man, you know? In my opinion, it's just a straight waste of a call out, man. All right? All that shit talking that you was doing to Thurman, you should need to save that shit and point it at Adrien. Okay? The person that was talking shit about you. You need to take that shit talking that you was doing with Thurman and you need to point that shit at Adrien. Okay? That's what needs to happen, man. Anyway, man, let me know what you think. Comment in the comment section below or hit me up on Twitter at BoxX or X Die. You could also hit me up on my website, box-die.com or my Facebook community chat at box-die. But until next time, it's your boy D Dynamite. I'm signing out. Holla at your motherfucking boy.